Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Power. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. All right, look. So for this one, I'm gonna tell y'all about basically me growing up and being sexually active, and you know how it's a lot of diseases and things like that going around out here. Man, I can say this. I ain't never caught shit. Actually, one time I did. I don't even know what the fuck it was. And y'all listening, maybe y'all know. But it was one time I had sex with this girl. Uh, it wasn't nothing major or nothing like that. It was just I had sex with this girl and like like the very next day I noticed that I wasn't smelling right. It was like a fishy smell coming from down there, you know. And it was weird as hell. I was like, maybe I ain't shower right or something. Let me go and take another shower. I took my second shower for that day, cause when I wake up, a shower be the first thing I do. You know what I'm saying? I brush my teeth, take a shower, I get my day started. So after I took the first shower and I noticed I was still, having that smell, I was thinking, hey, maybe I didn't wash the sex off good or something. I don't know. But let me go on here and do this again. Did it again, still had that same smell. I ain't gonna lie. I let it cook for like 3 days, you know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to figure out what the hell that was. And I might have been like 17 at the time, but I didn't know what the fuck it was. It was just weird to me because that never happened. So, like I said, I let it go on for about like 3 days. And after the third day, it was still having the same smell. I was feeling like a woman, you know what I'm saying? Having a fishy smell, like it was weird as hell. So I went to the doctor, right? I went to the doctor and, my doctor was a female. So I told her, I was like, I got this fishy smell going on. And she was like, okay. Like she know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. So, she asked me when was the last time I had sex. She like, do you know where this smell could have came from? Things like that. I told her everything. So she like, okay. She like, I'll be right back. She came back with a pill, like this damn big. It was a big pill. You know how they say it's a tough pill to swallow? That's what this motherfucking pill was. It was a tough pill to swallow. You know what I'm saying? She like, here, take that pill, the smell will go away. I took that pill, the smell's gone. That was almost 20 years ago. I ain't had that smell since. So whatever that pill was, she knew what she was doing. And like I said, some of y'all might know what that is, but I don't. Still to this day, she never told me what it was. She didn't give me no results on it, nothing. She just told me to take that pill, and that was that. So I'm guessing it was something very minor. I never had the problem again or none of that. That was the only thing that ever happened to me. All right. So now back to it. Like I was saying, I never caught no STDs or none of that. And I was very sexually active in my young days. I didn't have sex with a lot of women, protected, non-protected. I ain't gonna lie and make it seem like I strapped up with everything I had sex with, but I also was careful with the ones that I went wrong with. And maybe that's why still to this day I haven't caught anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm healthy, ain't nothing wrong with me, none of that. I'm careful with what I do. But my point is that I've been very sexually active, very. You know, I didn't have sex with a lot of women, and I didn't come out with anything, and I thank God for that. Salute, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out here with all these diseases and going through shit and dying. My first, she dead and gone. She died back in like '09, 2010 from AIDS. My first. You know what I'm saying? She went to Atlanta, hooked up with some dude down there. They had kids. They was living together, all of that. Come to find out, dude was on the DL. You know what I'm saying? And he had gave her AIDS and she died from the shit. You know, just to let you know, like, man, this shit is real out here, but for some reason, God keep me in good grace, you know what I'm saying? And I'm healthy and I don't got nothing, so, you know, that's a good thing for me. So, telling all the bros out there, the youngins, that's probably just getting started, or, for the guys that's, doing their thing and you still clean. This is for y'all. Now, the guys that already got something, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the diseases. All I can tell you is go to your doctor, get checked out, see what they can do for you. Shit, 100% of these damn diseases is curable. You know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and see your doctor. It is normal. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to run up in there and say what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? This is what they deal with on the daily. So your case ain't no different than everybody else's, you know. But for the ones that's, like I said, just getting started, and the ones that's doing their thing and don't have anything, bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? But this is the message that I'm going to rely on you. I can't tell you what to do or how to do it. All I can tell you is be careful with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you could mess around and mix with that wrong one, and it's over. All it takes is one. You know what I'm saying? And again, prime example coming from my first. She wasn't even that type that was throwing that ass in the circle. That was not her at all. You know what I'm saying? I got her on some fluke shit. You know what I'm saying? She took my virginity, I took hers at 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? And even after that, she wasn't no big ass freak out here in the streets and, doing rat shit. She wasn't none of that. She was cool in the house, stayed out the way. She was one of them that got tired of living this Detroit life, and she up and moved to Atlanta, for a new life. And went down there and bumped into a dude that gave her AIDS and killed her. You know what I'm saying? So, to all of the guys that I just mentioned, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't got to be you. It could be the woman that you messing with. A lot of these women, they find out a little later on down the line that they got herpes, chlamydia, AIDS, HIV, things like that. And instead of them staying away from people, you know what I'm saying, and taking care of themselves, they'd rather keep throwing that ass in the circle and get you caught up. So now you got it, so that they ain't the only ones that have it. They do videos on this shit on the internet all the time. How women turn around and give 50, 60 other guys STD because they caught it from somebody and now they mad, so they out here passing it around to everybody. Look at the statistics out there in Houston. It's like everybody out there got a disease. Atlanta, everybody out there got a disease. You know what I'm saying? All over the place. Honestly, I'm just using them two because them like the two biggest cities with the most diseases, because they heavily populated with a lot of people. So don't think that large populations of people equal more fun. It can equal more death, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And it could be a silent death, which is these STDs. And this is why I'm speaking on this, Again, God held me down. He kept me out the way. I know I'm one of the chosen few. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here trying to deliver a message to you. Listen, take care of yourself, because that sexual encounter is good from anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour, depending on how long you last and, however y'all vibing and however y'all do y'all thing. Even if it do last a whole hour, that's it. That's it. When the dick come out, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? That sexual pleasure is done for after that. And now you got to live with whatever comes behind that, because all you was worried about was that sexual favor at that moment. You got to protect yourself. Be careful with yourself. Don't be so quick to have sex with everybody just because they offering it. I understand as a man. Again, I've been there. I know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't took on a lot of shit that I shouldn't have, honestly, but I did and it happened, So I'm here trying to tell you, hey, pump your brakes. You know, I'm not gonna tell you who you can and can't do shit with or none of that. I'm just saying, hey, before you think about pulling your shit out again, make sure it's with somebody that ain't about to give you nothing. How you do that, Mr. Roll Up? Hey, you know what? Hit him with the one. Say, hey, baby, let me see on my chart, or, you know, let's go to the doctor. Let's both get checked out. You know, something. Hold off on that sexual favor. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you protect it, because this shit can cost you your life. And depending on what it is, it will cost you your life. Me, on the other hand, like I said, I didn't had enough, you know. I'm chilling now. I don't even be on all that no more. I don't have sex nowhere near as much as I used to. You know, when I was younger, man, I'm gonna be real. I used to have sex every day with different women. It wasn't like I was just with one woman and we just having sex every day. I was having sex every day with multiple women. No fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a beast out here. You know what I'm saying? I was like a porn star without the camera. You know what I'm saying? I done had sex with a lot of women. And again, thank God I never had anything. You know what I'm saying? Besides that little fish smell thing I had going on. And my doctor cleared that shit real quick. She like, baby, we ain't doing this, you know. But just to let you know, like, hey, that shit ain't no hoe. You know what I'm saying? Them diseases is something serious, you know. My homeboy that I was growing up with, he ended up liking this girl that had just moved in our hood. And she was a pretty ass girl, no lie. She wouldn't even come outside half the time. But he'd catch her, you know, like if she come out to, you know, go to the car and shit like that, he'd be always on her head. Well, he ended up getting her one day. You know what I'm saying? They started talking. She was feeling him and all this shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie. You know, when we young niggas growing up, we called each other ugly and all of that shit, right? Well, this nigga was really ugly, for real. He was ugly as fuck. But he was one of our homies, you know. We not doing nothing with him. He was just an ugly nigga, you know. And the girl that he got, she was fine as hell. Like, you know, now that we grown, that fine and ugly shit don't mean nothing. But back then, when we was kids, we was like 13, 14 at the time. So that being ugly and pretty stuff, it was a thing back then. You know what I'm saying? It was like your ugly ass wasn't getting with no pretty ass woman back then. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened. He had got him a pretty ass broad back then. And we telling him like, bro, she using you. You know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, you know you ain't her type, you know. But he kept pressing the issue. He got her. You know, they talking. They liking each other. I'm like, damn, you know, he done fucked around and scored. Well, after about 2 weeks into them talking, he finally cracked on her, you know, trying to come up in the house, trying to get some. And she had to tell him, you know. She told him she had herpes. He thought she was lying. You know what I'm saying? She showed him the medicine. Like, look, I got that shit. You know, I'm trying to cure it, but it's really not no cure. It's just enough to, like, you know, keep the, what they call it, inflaming, you know what I mean, inflammation or whatever, keep it down, you know. It just keep it down. It don't cure it. It just, like, keep the shit down. You know what I'm saying? And, man, that shit hurt his fucking heart, you know, because he really liked that girl. And he thought he was going to be with her and that was going to be that. But, you know, come to find out, don't nobody want her because she got that shit, you know. And the good thing was she was one of the very few that admit that she do got it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you wouldn't be like, fuck that, and to take you down through there. You know what I'm saying? And my man's still here and healthy to this day. And that was over 20 years ago. You know, so just imagine if she would have been on some bitter shit and would have gave him some and he would have got that shit. Who knows if he would have been here today? You know what I'm saying? So I'm relaying this message to, like I said, all the young guys that's just getting started and the guys that's in their groove that don't got nothing. Listen, this message is for you. Protect yourself. Be careful. Do whatever you got to do before you engage in a sexual encounter with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what they got. The disease rate is something crazy out here. I know you might not hear too many people with diseases. That's because a lot of these people not going to tell you. But you can rest assured, out of 10 people around you, probably at least 5 to 6 of them got something. So be careful with what you're doing out here. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.